Welcome, and you're going to discover today how to pronounce French well, how understanding how you pronounce well will help you understand spoken French more easily, and a way to always pronounce well. It works. I've been doing it all year. I worked on myself first. I work with people on Conversation Cafe every 2 weeks to help with pronunciation, and now a lot of people are watching films in French far more easily because the way they speak helps them understand more. Let's dive in. On y va. First, think of your tongue position. We're looking at the mouth position. Think of your tongue. The majority of the time, your tongue will be down behind your two front teeth, the bottom two front teeth. In English, it's higher up on the top of your palate, behind your top front teeth. In French, it's more down. Your airflow, what you can do is, like in English, we kind of roll the words around our mouth more. Everything's more inside. Whereas the French, imagine the word being delivered out on the airflow. So you are delivering it out. It's a bit more breathy when you exaggerate, but when you get used to it, it's more natural and it doesn't sound breathy at all. And finally, your lips. Now, in English, our lips and our mouth is wider, our mouth goes open more, but in French, it's far more forwards, it's much more jaw forwards a little bit and much more lips, and the jaw is almost lockjaw. Obviously, they open their mouths and talk more, but it's much more tight, and everything is made with the lips, much more forwards. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but that's it in a nutshell. So to make muscle memory and practice this, please go slow. Please go slow. If you speak English very quickly with a heavy French accent, you won't understand a word. You have to tune in, and it's a real effort to understand. So if you do the same and speak quickly with a very English accent in French, a French person will struggle to understand. So first, slow down. Speed is not of the essence. The delivery, the skill of speaking more correctly should be more important than which word you're choosing. Choose to deliver more carefully and more correctly. Be aware of what you're doing with your mouth. We're going to practice in a minute. Get feedback on your sound because you don't want to reinforce any errors. So ask a French person or your teacher to just check that you're getting it right. I often use messenger recordings just to say, am I saying this right? Because everyone has a teacher at some point. Get them to check what you're saying. Even if it's practicing one sound, it matters that you get feedback. And then apply to more words and phrases so that you're not just doing one thing at a time. Build it up. So let's do it. Let's build it up. So let's practice with these 4 little phrases, and that's all, just to reinforce the point. So, tongue position, down, think of delivering bonjour, and think of the lips further forwards. So, bonjour. 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 Feel it going forwards. Slow down. As I said, build it up a little bit. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour, madame. When you put your mouth and use your airflow and your lips, you feel more French. French people understand you more, and you understand French more because that's the sound you're creating. But if you say bonjour and go around saying bonjour, people will work out what you're saying even though you've got an accent, which is absolutely fine. What I'm leading you to is the next step. There's no harm in having an accent. But if you want to step it up, start practicing the French way. Bonjour. But go slow. Bonjour, madame. Build it up again. Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous? Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Feel the tongue position, the airflow and the lips. Build it up little bit by little bit. Don't move on till you feel good and you've had, here we go, the feedback, and then you apply. Let's move on to comment ça va? Tongue position down, lips forward, deliver. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Comment ça va, monsieur? Comment ça va aujourd'hui, monsieur? Build it up. Quoi de neuf is what's new. So you meet someone, you've got those three. Quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? Build it up and send it out, tongue down, airflow out, lips. Quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf aujourd'hui? Invite conversation. Did you know it's going to rain? Saviez-vous que? Saviez-vous que? Notice the que is being projected out. English accent would be saviez-vous que? Saviez-vous que aujourd'hui il va pleuvoir? Well, it's okay with an English accent, but that's all inside with a round open mouth. You want French flexi lips, and you want the tongue position down, and you want to push the word out on the air. Let it ride out. And put your lips forward slightly and keep your jaw a little bit tighter. Saviez-vous qu'aujourd'hui il va pleuvoir? Je vais rester à la maison. Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? What are you going to do? So build it up. Just make something up and then, like I say, get some feedback. And that's how to speak French much better. Following through all the time with your English accent, it's fine, but it's hard for French people to understand. And people don't speak like that, so you're actually sabotaging your listening skills a little bit. And then you have to go again and learn again. That's why we find it hard to understand spoken French as well, amongst lots of other reasons. So, how do you remember all this? Well, visualize the sound you want to make. Visualize what you've got to do. Visualize using your lips. Visualize your tongue down. Start at one word. Vocalize that sound. Speak it out loud so that you get to hear it as it should be rather than your English voice inside your head that will keep you translating, will keep you in your English brain. Practice writing the sounds in specific words and write them out. Say them out loud. And when you hear French, focus on just one sound to help you consolidate the one you want to learn, rather than doing everything all at once. So if you're focusing on the lips, imagine one word, one sound. People are talking to you, or you look at a podcast. You might not see a podcast. Just imagine that lips and tongue working for you on a podcast. Or you're looking at something that is being spoken out loud, like the news on TV. Watch those lips. Feel the airflow. Feel the word coming out. That's what's going on with them. That's how it works. And I found myself hanging on the words when they're having a conversation with French people. And I'm looking at their lips and I'm imagining the words coming out and I'm watching the lips and you can see what I'm saying in action. And that one thing, here we go, let's go back. The positioning of my mouth, my tongue, the airflow, that one group there totally changed the way I speak French. Be precise and move on precisely so you can master your chosen sounds. Get that feedback as well. Now then, if you want to learn how you can speak French with more confidence, it's my speciality. Don't forget to just sign up to my free masterclass. I go into more depth on what might be holding you back from speaking spontaneously and confidently with whatever you've got. We think we have to know all the words and all the grammar. That's not true. What's holding you back? How do you take the reins of the conversation? How do you participate more easily when you don't know everything and feel comfortable? Find out. Hop into www.simplyfrenchonline.com. Learn it, speak it and live it. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. À la prochaine.